Why is a date table really needed? Your tables already have dates in them. Then why do you see people creating a separate date table? Date tables are an important part of working with Power BI. Functions related to dates are called time intelligence functions. Let's see how to create a date table and why is it really needed. Here is an example of a related data set. The visual contains the dates from the sales data table. You will see that these dates are not continuous. This is because that we did not have any sales on any of the dates that are missing. Now, if I were to calculate sales YTD or year to date, then we won't get a value for the dates where we do not have a sale. That does not make sense, as logically the YTD figures exist even for those dates where there was no sales. This is where the date table comes in. Let's look at one of the methods to create a date table. There are many ways to create a date table, but to keep our focus, I will use a very common method in this video. Click on New Table, Date Table. I will use the Add Columns function. The function allows us to create a table with columns of our choice. The first parameter it expects is a table. Since we are creating a date table, we will use a function called calendar. Calendar returns a single column table containing dates. And it expects only two parameters, start date and end date. For the start date, we will take the lowest date from the sales data table. And for the end date, we will use the maximum or the largest date. Close the calendar function. Now I can provide the pairs of column names and expressions. These are additional columns that we will have in this table. The next column I want to create is called full date. The expression will be format. The value will be the date returned by the calendar function. When I write date in a pair of square brackets, it is referring to the column within the table itself. Format will be YY, The next column we will create is year, and we will extract it from the date using the year function. Similarly, I will add columns for month and day. And finally, we will add another column called day name. Expression will be format. Date returned by the calendar function. And the format will be DDTD. We've got this new table. Now in this example, I will not use all of these columns that I have created, but I wanted to show you how to create these. For your work, you may need calculations on months, days of weeks, etc. So you now know how to create them and use them easily. Let's get back to our example. I'm going to go to the model view and establish a relationship between this date table and sales data. Now we will use this to write our measures. Let's call it sales YTD. The function that I will use is total YTD. Expression is sum of the column sales from the sales data table. And the date is from the date table we just created. So we've got the YTD sales ready. Let's create another visual and add the dates from the date table. Add the measure. Now we get all the dates from the first date till the last date. And we have the sales YTD value for all the dates, even those where we did not have any sales. If we did not have the date table, then our visuals would not have shown the YTD sales for all the dates like the previous tables, which obviously is incorrect. So that's how you create a date table, and importantly, why you created. I hope you found this useful. And if you'd like to learn more about Excel and Power BI, consider subscribing our channel, Analytics Success. Thanks for watching.